Today, Angie Carriere. I love this woman. Workouts have never been so much fun. I can't wait for you to hear what she has to say.
Welcome to the YXE Biz Connect podcast, where we dive deeper into the lives of business success stories and inspiration of local people in our community. Now, your host, Debbie Calladine.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode. I'm excited to talk with Angie Carriere today. She runs and manages two successful businesses. For the past 26 years, she's worked in the direct sales industry with a company called Party Light and has worked her way up to a senior regional vice president. And her second business is in the health and fitness realm, Redefine Health and Fitness with Angie. Angie is one of the most kind, supportive, positive women I know, and she's also a sponsor of YXE Biz Connect. Welcome, Angie, and thank you for being here today.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. So first of all, I just want to say how very grateful I am to be part of your virtual online workouts. They've not only helped me stay active during this pandemic, it's really allowed me to get to know you, Angie, on a deeper level. And, just by listening and watching your videos over the last 6 weeks. So thank you for offering this for so many of us. And I know I'm not alone in saying that I'm extremely grateful for your big heart to serve others right now, especially during this difficult time for many people. So thank you.
You are so welcome. And I'm so happy you're a part of it.
Thank you. I have to say that, I love that you share a quote on after each video that you do, and you share either a thought of the day or a quote. And one of the quotes you shared the other day was, I think it was yesterday actually, you said, "Nothing is okay, so it's okay." Yeah, I love that. And then you said, "Often when you think you're at the end of something, you're actually at the beginning of something else." So in relation to this COVID thing, whatever we're experiencing right now, it's the beginning of something amazing in our lives.
Yeah, and I think that so many people are discovering that right now. They are recognizing that this has become an opportunity for them to dig deeper. And one of the things about digging deeper is to look at, where's your heart really at? I think what some people are learning right now is they are out there on autopilot and not living their full life and what they really love. And I'm watching people discover that now because they have the time to just stop the rat race. And so it's beautiful to watch.
It really is. That's an excellent point. And it's really just allowing yourself to really find something that you really love to do, whatever that might be. And it really allows you to dig deeper, like you said. And so one of your beliefs is you feel everyone deserves to feel amazing. And you do this by helping people redefine their relationship with their mind, body, and spirit through new health and fitness practices. So can you share with us how you do that and what led you to the health and fitness industry, Angie?
First of all, looking at getting into this particular industry. So my past 26 years in coaching people in a direct selling company has been an amazing opportunity to really dive into the psychology behind how people think and how they behave and what they actually need to move forward in their life. And one of the things that I started recognizing in myself is the absolute emotional struggle and how much emotional space it was truly taking up about being concerned about my changes in my body, my face, my arms. I mean, it goes on as I aged and as I had children. And it's hard to believe because I have always been taught, focusing on that is vain. And honestly, I have learned that it is not. Almost acting like it's vain is like saying, it's like shaming somebody. It is truthfully uncomfortable when you start becoming larger than you ever were and your clothes don't fit and you're uncomfortable in your own skin. So about, years ago, once I had my first child, 17 years ago, I started going to the gym and started to understand what we need to do to make those changes and be healthy, not only in the aspect of losing weight or getting fit, but also the mental health, because exercise is probably the biggest antidepressant there is out there. It is literally a medicine. And 3.5 years ago, and I don't know how or why, no explanation, I really hit a level. I was about 45, 46 years old, 45, I guess, hit a level of depression that I didn't even know existed. And it was actually Paul Knowles that helped me to discover that I don't need to look in the area at this point of a medication to help me with this depression. I needed to see somebody to help look at my dietary needs, possibly supplements. And so I went to a naturopath doctor, and she prescribed the ketogenic lifestyle. I was opposed because I heard so many bad things about it, but I was also desperate. And honestly, within 2 weeks, I was feeling a mental clarity that I can't even describe. Looking at the 3rd week, the cloud had lifted of this incredibly black feeling. And the one thing that Noni did in our discussions was said, the other thing that's going to help you here is you're going to lean out. Well, that's the mistake she made because she didn't understand that. I locked on to lean out. So what had I had been experiencing up to this time is I had hired personal trainers, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. All I really wanted to know is how to make that happen. I wanted somebody to tell me what to eat, how to eat, when to eat, how much to exercise, what kind of exercise to do. That's truly what I needed. I wasn't getting that. And it's not that my trainer wasn't good, because he was phenomenal, but you actually have to have a certification in weight loss coaching in order to officially teach your clients how to eat. So I went on a massive mission, spent, hours, days, months, crazy, researching why keto was working mentally for me, but nothing was happening. And what I learned was I do need a calorie deficit, and the macros do matter. Now, how the heck do you figure that all out? It is daunting. Yeah. And so honestly, that brought me to a place of, you know what? I don't want other people to experience this. I'm going to design a program so they don't have to go through the research. Plus, there's so much information out there about keto that isn't accurate. I'm going to put it all in one spot. And so I also, at that point, I went back to school, became a certified personal trainer, certified weight loss coach, and then certified as a ketogenic living or lifestyle coach, and created a program that simplified it all so people could learn to exercise properly and eat properly to get the results they're looking for. So when you think about keto and the amount of information you can get online, and like I mentioned, there's so much that you can get that actually isn't accurate. It's not practicing the science. What I focus on and pride myself in is I teach keto the right way. And the right way is nutritional ketosis. So you're actually creating all the health benefits of keto, not just weight loss. We don't just want to lose weight. We want to have a sustainable lifestyle and get all the health benefits that actually keto brings to a person. The clarity, the lack of hunger, which is beautiful, the extra energy. It really is powerful when you practice keto the right way, which is nutritional ketosis. One of the things that's so important, and again, something I pride myself in, is for my clients not to have to spend a bunch of money. Honestly, you do not need keto pills, keto potions. You just need to eat the right foods in the right combination. So what I do is I break it down again into your calorie count and macro count and tell you exactly what and how to eat. And that's where you will get your results. It's not through a pill or potions.
So question for you, is it an exact meal plan that you provide for people, or do you give options?
Actually, what we do is we have a discussion and kind of a discovery call of what kind of food you like, what are your eating patterns. Maybe you want to do intermittent fasting. Maybe you need something a little bit more aggressive. So we have to look at what your individual needs are, first of all. Then from there, I need to know what kind of foods you like and don't like, so you're not having foods in your diet that are going to make you feel awful or you have to gag down. And yes, there's always options. But I have a software program that actually allows you to do exchanges right in your program. So when I go and create a solid 7 days of portion sizes, calories, macros, given the foods that you like, you're able to follow that to a T, and you're also able to make exchanges. And I have a private coaching group to keep costs really low for people, that they can get 24/7 coaching and support from the group as well.
Wow, that's amazing, Angie. You're truly very passionate about what you do, and I love that. How many of your clients follow the ketogenic diet? Like, is that mostly what you focus on? And because you obviously have had results from it, but I've tried it before. I didn't love it, but I think the key thing with that is that you can't have any carbs. Like, as soon as you start introducing some carbs, you put on weight. And so it is, to me, I found that very strict, but hey, maybe there's some things I need to learn about it. Apparently there is, because and I think that program works for some people and not others. But again, it's, you got to find what works for you.
Well, and I love what you just said, because that is actually not 100% accurate, but it's people's beliefs. There are so many different things out there about keto that I understand why people fear it. I really do. And I'll give you a quick example. I went to a workshop that was done by a health food store that had a doctor come in and do it. That doctor talked about how fantastic keto was and the effects of the science behind it, but then they moved right into selling products, as opposed to how to actually administer a ketogenic diet. There's a science behind it. 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carbs. And this is what many people don't know. I have so many clients come to me and say, well, I tried the keto diet and it didn't work. Then I dive into, well, what was your calories at? I learned they don't know. What were your macros? They don't know what a macro is. And that's definitely not an insult. That's why I do this, to teach people that.
Yeah, to coach them. Yeah.
Very much so. And also, you can have carbs. You're going to have anywhere from, you start at 20 grams of carbs a day, but it comes from your vegetables as opposed to processed carbs.
Right.
So there's a really big difference there. Mm-hmm. And also, you make a super point about if I eat carbs again, I'm going to gain weight. And that isn't true, because it's really about your portion sizes as well as what kind of carbs you're going back to. So I have a lot of clients. You asked how many of my clients are on the ketogenic diet. So I've had a couple hundred people come through the program. Some people are now completely independent. My goal isn't to keep them dependent on me. My goal is to have them run their ketogenic lifestyle through the independence of them knowing exactly what that plate looks like and what their portion sizes are and what their calorie counts are. I start with a very specific plan, but super simple. So as a weight loss coach and a certified keto coach, I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a medical professional. So I don't prescribe the diet. I teach you how to administer it. And I get all of my calorie counts for each individual through a dietitian, as well as the meal plans are also a template that are approved by dietitians. And then I work from there to give you the food that you like. So you're not gagging on something because you have to eat it because Angie told you to. Yeah. So it's very specific to your needs.
That's good to know. That's really good to know. Well, maybe I'll be asking you some questions later.
But, I respect the fact that you're talking about it's not for everybody, and it's not. Some people really can't go without that pasta. It's not an option for them in their life. So I have other plans that are outside of keto. I personally specialize in the ketogenic lifestyle.
And what if you're not a meat eater? With keto, you need to have lots of protein.
Actually, there's vegetarian plans as well. Like, it's very surprising, isn't it?
There's more and more keto products available now than ever. I mean, you see it in all the stores. It's becoming really a trend and something that's really helping a lot of people. So thank you for sharing all this knowledge with us in relation to the ketogenic lifestyle. I actually just thought keto meant no carbs. This is actually really great info for not only me, but for our listeners as well. So who for you, Angie, have been the top most influential people throughout your life?
Well, the first person that comes to mind, no doubt about it, would be my mom. My mom is such a beautiful woman. She has so much passion, and she loves helping people with a passion as well. I watched that growing up. Continually, there was people coming through our home that she was always trying to help in whatever fashion. And then let's fast forward to my teenage years, and I brought every transient person home I possibly could bring home, and she never closed her door to them. I just always, since I was young, had a passion to serve people, and I would just take the most downtrodden person and bring them home. And you know what? She would just welcome them in with open arms. The second one would be Melanie Hayden is her name, Melanie Hayden Sparks. And she was the president of Party Light for more than 10 years, and she was my personal coach and beyond powerful. And there's some key things about her that I will be forever grateful for. Number one, there was zero judgment. And I pride myself on that as well. I really find myself, acting like Mel in the sense of, you know what, nothing we say, nothing we do, nothing is unacceptable. It's all life lessons. And I was going through some really tough times. And Mel was very, took me as a whole person, not just little bits and pieces. So when we talk about mind, body, and spirit, it was the whole thing. And then the third person, I would have to say would be Shirley Schlosser. And she's passed on now. She died of cancer. And I was privileged to do her eulogy. I absolutely was so touched by that because Shirley is a person that actually I met 20 years ago that would tell you I changed her life. And in all actuality, she changed mine. She was a woman on social assistance, 3 children, just working so hard to get off social assistance because she did actually, she went in that direction because she got out of an abusive marriage. And so she had to get that financial assistance. But what happened with Shirley is I went in Party Light from selling candles, which wasn't my purpose. It wasn't filling me up. It made no sense to me to sell candles. It was, I'm about serving people. How can I do that? And when I went to a Party Light conference one year in Toronto, I sat there and thought about Shirley at home, realizing that this woman is desperate to get out of her situation. And she's desperate to give her children a life. And that's really where my purpose was born and how I became a vice president, is looking at the fact that I'm going to go out there and use this business as a vehicle to change lives. And within a couple of years, Shirley was off welfare and she had purchased her own home. She was a manager in the company, feeling amazing. And she changed my life, because that's what was born in me as a result of her. So I always have thanked her, and that's why doing that eulogy meant so much, because I think my life was born with my purpose to help her. Mm-hmm. So we both got great value.
That industry, has taught me so much as well. Yeah. The direct sales, you have to grow yourself in order to help your team. And it really is the more value you can add to other people, the more you can help them, the more you help yourself. So it's really, you're not growing that business unless you're growing your team and you're helping your team. So that's amazing. I love that your mom has been obviously a huge part of your life. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're very caring, you're loving, and one of the things that you said there was one of your friends was very non-judgmental, and I feel that with you as well. You have such a heart to serve, and I don't feel ever judged by you. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know you that well, but I feel like I know you just from watching all your videos. And I really love your presence, and I love what you're all about. So thank you for being exactly who you are.
Thank you.
So are there any books or people you follow specifically to get your inspiration?
Well, again, the first person that would come to my mind in that regard, actually, there's 2. So one would be Joel Osteen. So I don't consider myself a religious person, but certainly spiritual. And Joel has got me through some pretty tough times in a really big way. Things such as, podcasts. He has lots of different things online, lots of books. In fact, when I went to Texas, I was in Dallas, Texas one time for, again, a Party Light conference. I actually rented a car by myself, drove to Houston just to go to one of his services. Can you imagine driving all that way? I was so lost and scared driving that big city. So it was phenomenal. The other person would be Robin Sharma. That, awesome. Oh my gosh, his books impacted me in a big way in becoming a leader in My industry, really looking at, like you said, the self-development. Yeah, he was phenomenal. So those are the two that come to mind.
Okay. And can you say Joel's last name again?
Joel Osteen.
Osteen.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to. I haven't heard of him, so I'll have to check him out. Thank you. So what have you always wanted to try but never found the courage to do?
Oh, well, I would have to instantly say skydiving.
You and me both. I know. I want to try that too.
I've always wanted to do it until I actually went to bungee jump.
Oh, did you?
And I didn't jump.
Oh my gosh.
I'm embarrassed to say it, but I didn't. I had no clue I would be that scared. I got to the top, I looked down, and I went, oh, this is not at all
Where
what
did
I
you
expected.
try it?
Oh, I think it was honestly just something like, it was West Edmonton Mall.
Okay, yeah.
It was just something simple like that. And I looked
I don't
down.
know if I could do
couldn't,
it either.
And I'm just mad at myself over that. So I am eventually going to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And do you have any specific places that you want to do it? If you could skydive anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Well, I might as well go someplace in Europe. I don't know where. But yeah, I never thought of that. I just thought, okay, I just got to get out of the plane.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's something I've always wanted to try too.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on
We'll
that.
do it. We'll do it.
And
We
get
will
a
do it.
tattoo. I mean, I really want a tattoo. I don't know if I'm going to ever have the courage to do that, but hey.
I'm sure it'll come. You just have to find something that you love because you're going to be with it for the rest of your life.
Do you have any tattoos, Ange?
Yes,
You
but
do?
I will
Okay.
tell you, they are all lasered off.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, but I would show you on my leg. They didn't quite come off totally. So yeah, that was my past. And now it's different.
Okay.
Having a tattoo this day and age, everybody has them. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But like I'm 49. So when I was 13 and 15 and 17, when I got them.
Oh, you were that
Yes.
young. Wow.
By the time I kind of straightened out my teenage years, I wanted to hide the fact that I kind of had those dark years. So I got them removed. And now I think, that was a waste. Now I have these scars for nothing, but never for nothing. It kind of reminds me of
So
where
if
I
you
come
had to
from.
go back, would you just keep the tattoos?
Yeah, I would, because I actually got rid of them. Well, just let's face the fact, one of them had a boy's name on it when I was 13. Okay, so I don't
Your
need
mom
to.
let you do this?
Oh, I covered it up.
Oh
You have
my
to hide
gosh.
these things. We did it with a pin in school. So yes, me and a friend of mine. So that one I probably would get rid of. But you know what? The other ones were fine. It's just that to me, it felt embarrassing when I would go to get a job, or it just felt like everybody knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Didn't know that about you. So
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
surprise.
Yeah. You had a rebellious side to you when you were younger.
Definitely did. Yeah. Definitely did.
We all did at some point in our lives, I
Yes.
think. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up the episode with a lightning round of questions. And are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay. What's something that impresses you about a person?
How they treat other people.
Excellent. What about your job are you most grateful for?
My clients. I love my clients with a passion.
What is your favorite local restaurant?
Oh my goodness. I love steak. Well, I'm going to say the Keg.
That's mine too.
Yeah, I love the
I
steak
really miss
there.
the keg right now. Room, desk, or car? What do you clean first?
Oh, gross. Room.
Room.
Yeah.
You were stranded on a desert island. What album do you bring with you?
Oh, you're not going to believe this one. I need two. I need AC/DC and I need Loretta Lynn.
I love it. Wow, one extreme
I
to
know.
the next. That's great. What profession from your past helps you run your business today?
Actually, as an addictions counselor and as a VP, everything to do with working with people and staying in the serving realm all contributes to that. Yeah.
Favorite business superhero?
You know what? Pink. I love how she is all about just being herself, authentic self. And if you don't like her, tough. And yet her intention, from what I've seen in all of her speeches and shows, is about the people. She's about the people.
Yeah, great answer. What is your favorite word or quote?
I really live by, if you help enough others get what they want and need, you will have everything that you want and need. And that has always, always been the truth. Always.
Yeah, and you live by that. So
Yeah.
that's great. I love
Yeah.
it. What is your favorite Saskatoon festival?
Oh, that food one. What is that called on the
Somebody else
river?
did that too. I love it.
Taste of Saskatchewan. Yeah, I like it. That's my non-keto day.
There you go. Yeah, I love it too.
But yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, that's always a really popular one. What has the coronavirus helped you appreciate more of?
Oh my gosh, there's actually a pile. Number one, I'm going to say the time I'm having with my family and Brad. I don't think Brad and I have sat on the couch in the evening like we have this last month, because he's always coaching. I'm always working. He's running to the kids. He's taking the kids, doing sports. All that's so important. But that is our life, is our kids and sports.
Yeah.
And I just said to him the other day, I can't believe how beautiful this is to just sit here and cuddle, and our family comes and sits down with us. Being present. I love the fact that I'm not running from morning till night, driving places. I can't believe how much time that took up, and I didn't realize it. So I'm able to focus on what are the things that I absolutely love, and what can I learn to contribute more to people. Hence the virtual fitness. So one of the things about this, like the YXC Biz Connect, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I am so happy with my decision to sponsor YXC Biz Connect, because not only have I been able to go to the meetings and meet people, but I had a life-changing moment. And I did not expect this at all. And actually, T-Bone, I don't know if you know it, but you were sitting at the table when I had this life-changing moment. And Joelle Mickelson.
Yes.
So Joelle said to me, Ange, why do you not have your fitness classes online? And I had, umpteen reasons. And T-Bone came in and said a few things. And then Joelle said, do it. And honestly, the next day, I launched virtual fitness the very next day.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love hearing stories like that.
Yeah, it was
good
fantastic.
for you for just going for it.
Well, not only that, Deb, a week later, all the gyms closed down. My purpose for virtual fitness was for all of those men and women that were uncomfortable to work out. And now they could actually do it in the safety of their own home, yet get professional instruction from a certified instructor. And as you know from being in my classes, they're raw. I definitely have them planned, but you never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
I love it. I love that about you. That's my favorite thing.
Oh my gosh.
I always laugh and giggle a few times during the classes, always. And I'm like, I just giggle.
I know.
And it's just, I love it. You're just really allow yourself to be vulnerable, authentic with your audience. And that's one of the things that makes you amazing at what you do. I really am enjoying your classes, so thank you.
Glad.
And
you are welcome.
You're such a good instructor. You really explain things so thoroughly for people. You give people other options to use. Like for me, I have a bad knee.
Yeah.
And so some of the things that you show, I'm like, okay, that's good to know. I might not always want to ask you for, I don't know, just like I forget about it or whatever. Yeah. So it's good that you address those things because other people are dealing with things too, for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you for all you do, Angie. This was really fun and interesting to get to know you even further on a deeper level. Thank you very much for being my guest today. And I appreciate your time and your presence. And can you share, one more thing, can you share with the listeners where to connect with you online?
Absolutely. Redefinewithangie.ca. And that is the same address for Facebook and the same address for Instagram as well. And anybody can reach me there and we can connect that way and have a discussion about what each individual needs. Absolutely.
Okay. So Facebook and Instagram are your main social media?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you again for being part of this show today. I appreciate your support and I look forward to seeing you out at the live events again, hopefully soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to subscribe to the podcast and rate us. And if you're local to the YXE community, please check out our website to learn more about becoming a sponsor or member. And also to find out when our next YXE BizConnect event is. yxebizconnect.ca. Produced at Sound Lounge by T-Bone.
Please give me love.
Listen, it's what we're hoping for every day of our audience, our fans, our customers, that they listen to who we are, to what we are. But it only happens when your idea is delivered well, in a way that makes them feel the message. Using every audio resource available today, Sound Lounge by T-Bone takes the intention and captures it, enhances it, and presents it to your audience with power and purpose. Whether you're shooting a movie, recording a song, crafting a brand, or simply putting a story down for the future, consider T-Bone, dedicated to the craft of audio engineering. He will deliver the attention your project deserves. Sound Lounge by T-Bone.